Hi everybody, we're gonna do a video about how we met. So this is my husband Josh and of course you guys know me. So we're gonna basically give information on how we met. And okay, do you want to start? Because you don't want to gotta get all good with the people.
Okay. We met on a website, believe it or not, on the internet. What was the name of the site?
Zoosk.
Zoosk. Every man hits that phase where they want to search the internet and hope for the most gorgeous, real person out there. And I thought, let's give it a try. Got nothing to lose. And lo and behold, I run over her picture and I was like, oh, look at that. She's beautiful and hot.
Female pictures.
she's smoking hot. She can't be real. So I clicked let me see if she'll add me and see what happens. And lo and behold, she actually responded, unlike the other 1,000 other women didn't. You always go on a click surge to see who actually responds on those internet sites, which is just laughable. It has like a 90% fail rate, but the 1% chance I met her.
Okay, but through Zeus, you had to pay for the messaging, so he couldn't message me through Zeus. He had to literally stalk search for Facebook to find.
I did. I saw that in order to actually read and receive messages, you had to pay $50, and I kind of squeak when I walk, and the word is frugal, and I was not going to pay $50, and I just I said maybe there's a chance that she's actually using her real name on here, so I go by both the picture of her face and her real name, and I type in Tamika and start going on a massive Facebook scroll between all these Tamikas that pop up in the area, which was like 1,000. I start scrolling. Oh, there she is. So let me hit the add, send a friend request, and maybe she'll remember this douchebag off Zeus that was trying to talk to her. And I sent a friend request to her. It's like, hopefully she remembers me, but she accepted my friend request and we started talking.
He had this lame message before he even added me. It said, hey, do you remember me from Zeus? No, stop.
It's the only Josh that's talking to you from Zeus. Hopefully you remember. You accepted me as a friend, and we can't really see each other's messages, but this is me.
No, but in the message, he actually told me why he didn't want to message me. He didn't want to pay for messaging. I was like, okay.
Surely she would understand the $50 thing to just read a message. That's the downfall of those websites. Like I don't know if Match.com does the same thing, but Zeus had this. In order to read your message, you got to pay $50, which is pretty pointless, the whole thing. So it's like here I am trying to find a date affordable without paying $50. Just throw a message out there. You think they would give you one free message, or did they?
Find a date. Okay, whatever.
Was it a free message that they let you have, or
one free message? Free message. After that, no more.
I got to make this. I try to get slick. Got to make this count. Try to throw your phone number in the message. But then Zeus catches on and they delete the number, so you try to spell out the phone number. But anyway, found her on Facebook and went all up from there.
Up from there. Yeah.
We talked on the phone for a couple weeks. Or in a month maybe.
Yeah.
And then we decided let's meet up.
First date.
To see if you're who you say you are, and hopefully this ain't no other episode of Catfish.
Yo, when he pulled up to the house, I was literally on the inside with my twin sister just looking out the blinds like, is he who he say he is? Because the last thing you want is this old dude hopping out of the car and you be like...
How many times have we watched episodes from Catfish where people are not who they say they are and they lie? I just was praying that she is who she says she is, and that she wouldn't be lying about her age and giving fake pictures. Well, what do you have to lie about? That's the thing about the internet, is it's dangerous, and you know who you're talking to, and you gotta display some kind of common sense.
But anyway.
And you also gotta meet in public, in a public setting. Sure. And in this case, she actually We actually met at her address, which was surprising.
Because at that time, my mom's boyfriend was around, so I felt safe. So, like I said, you can do that as long as you got a male figure around. But anyway, moving on.
She knew I wasn't crazy.
I didn't know that yet.
Well,
but we knew.
I wasn't going to try nothing crazy.
But we went on our first date that day, and it was the movies.
The Hunger Games. Was it a trilogy, saga, whatever? I wasn't really like just in the mood for, the Hunger Games. It felt kind of corny to me at the time.
You guys, the date
we had to pick a movie. You had to pick a movie, and The Hunger Games was it. And I was like, yeah, this looks lame. But you know what? Surprisingly, The Hunger Games turned out to be a good movie. And should we tell them about the awkward date? Should we tell them about it was not so much of a good first date experience?
No, it was not a good date experience. The first time, it was not a good date experience because that may be another story for another time. We just both were going through some things around that time with, people we were talking to.
I had some baggage.
We had baggage, but we made it work because through that baggage, we became really good friends. We were not pressing the issue to pressure each other into a relationship. We understood that we were going through things with the people we were with. So during that time, we stayed friends. We were friends we were casually dating.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed friends, and it built over time. It built once we finally got out of those relationships we were in at first. We started building on us. So it took time. It's a long story, but we're just going to cut this short of how we met. And that's basically how we met. We went on our first date. It was not a good date, but like I said, as we build.
I actually thought it was over after that first date, but
I did too, but I couldn't stay. It was something about his spirit that made me want to continue talking to him.
Likewise with her, something about her that I was drawn to her and her spirit, and we talked some deep conversations late at night, and I just don't do that to anyone, just to open up in deep conversation with anyone. It was actually somewhat of a trust was built up early on to at least talk about deep stuff from the get-go. So that first date was a wreck, but you know what? We got through it, and lo and behold, we're married and have two beautiful
kids.
Children and a beautiful little. Well, not so little, but a big German Shepherd dog. All
and
white.
Our age, for people who don't know, he's 29 and I'm 22.
One more year, the big 3-0.
The big 3-0.
Just another birthday to me, but I feel old already. I know 30 is considered middle age, but
he looks good for his age. I don't see why.
I'm already getting gray, and I'm feeling
I am gray, but I'm not.
I'm feeling the old man syndrome sneaking up on my bones, and I can't hang out with the young guys and play ball like I used to. I'm 29 and 30. I don't know. I just got to try to snap out of it and try to tell myself I'm still young and I can still hang out with these guys and still play ball. And
he can. He just needs to let that go. You're as young as you feel. That is true. You're young as you feel. But anyway, back on us, Back on us, like I said, our age difference, it doesn't define our relationship. Most people look at that as, a downfall because, she's not fully experienced to have a marriage. I say no, because there's been plenty of relationships where there have been couples who are, younger or older than...
Marriage is something that you work with, and it's something that you got to work at. You got to put in energy and effort, and maturity comes along the way. Not all of us are all just mature and have arrived. We still got life lessons to learn, but let me tell you something about having kids. Is that will make you mature very quick. And
it do, some it does not. Some remain the same.
In our case, I felt that, feeding other mouths besides mine, which I love to eat, gave me just a wake-up call. Seeing my first child come out the womb was just an eye-opening experience and just changed my life forever. And I'm talking about maturity will hit you quick when life hits you and you see a kid and you got to take care of something other than yourself. You're just mind-blowing. And
that is true.
It makes you look at life at a whole other aspect. And I'm telling you, I've matured. I know, Tamika, you've matured, and you're more mature than most girls your age, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say that because when I met him, I was more about me. I was experiencing the dating realm. In all honesty, I was so far into the brothers. I was not, he's my first and official. I was like, I was scared, at first, because when you experience new things, you don't know what to think. You don't know how to feel. You don't know if that person is actually just experimenting or if they actually don't see this. I just felt like it was different for me.
Well, it is different. What we realize is that we're people when it comes down to it. We're people. Yes, we have different races, different cultures, different backgrounds, but love is love, and the importance of love is so strong, and we have to understand that no matter what race, that love surpasses everything. It's just what conquers all. And if you can see beyond the skin tone and the race and the different culture, and you love the person for who they are, that's amazing. For two people to be in love. Yeah. We can get caught up in labelizing people. Oh, that's not going to work, y'all. Two different colors. You're gonna face a lot of adversity.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said
we get the looks when we go into restaurants. Being here in the South, I won't say where we're at, but down South, some of that prejudice is still lingering, quite strong. But we're getting there.
We're working through it.
We're getting better as a people. I want to see the positive in people these days. As you go on social media, you can just totally look at the negative. Man, these people are just ignorant. Everyone's still stuck on race, and they want to reverse time 50 years ago. But I believe as a people that we are progressing. We see past our racial differences.
But I was all about me when I met him. It was just, I say I've grown a lot because I was working on me when I was meeting him, and it's a lot of things you do have to learn when you have children. So it's a learning experience, and like I said, I have to take stuff off of me, like everything being around me, and focus on my girls. So, but when we met, it was just it was awesome to meet somebody who actually enjoyed the same things I enjoyed, loved laughing, loved life, enjoyed just being free and expressing himself. That's one thing I love about my husband. He knows how to express himself.
I wasn't always like this.
He was not.
I was a closed box.
Oh my gosh, he was locked. A shy bird. But once he opened up, it was like,
a combination of 30 numbers that you had to hit the right sequence to get me to open up.
It took time for him to open up.
I just don't throw my trust to everyone.
He didn't. The first
I'm also
year,
coming off a hurtful relationship. I was not trusting nobody.
That's true. We wound up having, our daughter around that time. And, even then, it didn't matter. He still was trying to find himself. I will just say that. Find and figured himself out, because we all go through that. But like I said, meeting this man has changed my life, and he will say the same thing about me. So I just was like, okay, this is us, and take it or leave it. Some people do look, like he said, frown upon our relationship, but I see it as us growing, and I see it as the world growing. If you see us, you see a light, and the reason why you see that light is because it's the God in us. So I just feel like if you got out there and you have a relationship like us, just loving relationship, not worrying about all of the appearance, the colors and everything, just love and pure in itself, that's all that matters. So
without love, you have nothing. And make sure that you love that person. You're not just doing it as a phase or a fad. Oh, this is the new, this is what's in. But do it because you actually love that person. And I know that all relationships don't just start off in love, but you got to know that person. It starts with trust, and then it starts with spending time with that person to see their characteristics and their beautiful personality on the inside is what counts more than any outward appearance. And she is not only gorgeous on the outside, but she is very beautiful on the inside. So I met my lovely soulmate.
I met my soulmate too. A lot of people don't believe in soulmates, but I believe in it,
Oh, yeah.
So that's a little bit about us. We'll be making more videos about our lives if you're interested. We'll be doing many more videos of our family and future growing family. But
we're not done yet.
But we'll be doing that. We're sorry about the rant, but it's just a little detail about us, and we hope you guys like it. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you would, if you'd like to see more of us, and just hit that comment box below. We love you guys. Bye.